And today's our guest is Manisha Renius from RX Social. Welcome, Manisha. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing great. Thank you very much. And a little bit about Manisha. Manisha is the co-founder of your RX Social. In the last 6 years, she has worked with business owners to maximize their social media to find new prospects. Over the years, she has discovered the most real estate agents struggle with finding out what to say on social and don't feel they have the time to manage or figure out the ever-changing algorithm across all platforms, and as a result don't use social and are leaving business on the table. By helping our clients create content and then manage it, they can bust into the social media market and reach more leads while staying on brand and relevant to the market today. So with that, Manisha, you want to add anything to your background?
Over the years, I've also helped companies in tech repair, companies that are in home remodeling. So I want to focus on real estate now, but I've done other industries as well.
Got it. Thank you. How did you get into digital marketing?
I got into marketing because when I was in college, I actually was studying journalism and I've always loved writing and just being a millennial growing up with the digital, with social media and the internet, I've kind of gravitated towards marketing a little bit more. So that's just how it happened. And I started doing advertising boot camps in college and I just fell in love with advertising and marketing. And so that's how I got started.
Awesome. So what is the reason behind choosing specifically realtors for your digital marketing?
The reason why I chose realtors is because I've lived in South Florida all my life. I've always been interested in residential properties. I watched my parents buy their first home when I was little. So I just always was fascinated with real estate.
Got it. Any other specific reasons?
Also, I just saw a need when it comes to realtors. In South Florida, there's a lot of realtors, and I just saw that I had the skills to help them when it comes to marketing their services to people that are looking to buy homes.
Awesome. So how exactly you're helping, realtors? Can you elaborate on that?
Right. So I'm just helping realtors to create a community. When it comes to real estate, it's really all about like personal branding. So helping them to use social media so that they can attract people who are looking to buy homes by creating content that could be educational. Maybe the market is down and that's something that they want buyers to know. So just helping them to create content when it comes to social media so that people could know about what they do.
There's so much competition, social media platform, right? Everyone is using
Mhm.
social media, everyone is posting on social media. And how exactly you're differentiating or serving your clients?
So definitely looking at the trends right now, video is very popular when it comes to social media. So I would say like helping them create videos that's very engaging. When it comes to real estate, there's a lot of people that does real estate. So just finding ways that can make them different by showing their personality, maybe doing videos where they're showing their face. Because when people see your face on social media, they're more likely to trust you versus when you use stock images of homes. You just let people know like there's a home that's on the listing, but if you show your face, they'll probably trust you more and they'll more likely want to work with you.
Got it. So what platforms you're supporting? What kind of differences are you're seeing for different platforms?
So the platforms I help realtors with is Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn is definitely a good one because that's where a lot of professionals are. And also, I have a partner. She's very good with graphics, so videos, YouTube, TikTok. So my partner, she's really good with graphics. I'm more of the content writer slash strategist.
So based on your experience so far, so what are the key lessons learned? What kind of changes you're observing in the social media platforms?
The trends that I'm observing is that I notice that people are not caring so much about follower counts. It's more about building a community. So for instance, if you have like a Facebook group, like that's really good to help people that are buying a home for the first time. Maybe they can ask you a lot of questions. That's a good way to start. Or if people are into landscape, you can mix landscaping and home ownership together because some people are very particular about their grass, how the grass is cut. So maybe that's information you could provide, or even HOAs. You can give information about HOAs, what you can expect from HOA, what are the benefits, what are the disadvantages of owning a home that's a part of an HOA. So it's so many information that you can provide to people. And I think community and groups are a great way to do that.
Awesome, thank you. So share me based on your experience, what are the three strategies that generated kind of more leads to your clients?
A lot of people are really into paid social media, but organic still has its power because if you look at your analytics, Facebook has analytics with Meta. So you can look at Facebook and Instagram through Meta. LinkedIn has analytics. So definitely looking at your analytics to see what content gets the most engagement, what gets the most reach. So definitely, yeah, I would say organic social media, especially if you're just starting out. And then maybe after you get to know your target audience, going into paid advertising on social media, like buying ads and stuff like that. I think that would be another good way. And then also you can use other digital marketing tools like newsletters. That's a good way to get people to continue to want to work with you. You can have maybe a link to contact you. That's a good way.
So based on your experience, would you share any example or one or two examples where you helped your clients, where your ad or your content generated a lot of attention or a lot of leads to your clients?
I would say definitely just using Facebook, going live, collaborating with other people. If you know a lender that specializes in this first time home buying, collaborating with them and going live maybe on Facebook or Instagram, going live with them just to give people information out there. That's a good way. Edutainment, that's basically mixing education and entertainment at the same time. That's kind of the direction social media is going into. People want to get information, but at the same time, they also want to be entertained.
Thank you. So what are the typical time it will take to when you start social media converting leads? What is the duration typically it will take?
It does take time with social media, especially if you're starting from scratch, just because you have to be consistent so that way people can start to get to know you. The more consistent you are, the more you'll be able to convert followers into leads. But it does take time. And I would say the best way to do that is just to build a community, give out information as much as you can. And then after you've built a community, then you will be able to convert that into leads.
Share me some best practice around building a good community.
I would say like finding like-minded people, knowing who your target audience is. If you know that maybe you're into luxury real estate, if you're into luxury real estate, then your target audience might be people that are in higher position. So you have to kind of find where are they on social media. Those type of people might be on LinkedIn. So you might want to use LinkedIn more than compared to the other social media platforms where they're not going to use. If your target audience is more younger people, I would say Instagram and TikTok. Those are good platforms where a lot of millennials and Gen Zs are. So if that's your target audience, then use those platforms. So I would say when it comes to building a community, know what platforms that they use. Also know what time that they're on social media, because that can help you when you're creating your content, so you know what time that you want to put that content out there.
How do you know clients will be on that particular platform and what time?
Usually when you look at your analytics, you can see, especially Instagram, when you look at your analytics, you can see when you get the most engagement or when, and they'll show you the age ranges of the type of people that are looking at your platforms.
So is that available for regular membership or you need to go with premium membership?
With Instagram, as long as you set your account to a business account, you should be able to look at your analytics. If you have like a business account on Facebook, you can look at your analytics that way. YouTube, yeah, YouTube does the same thing. You could look at your analytics. So as long as you have like you set your accounts to business account, then you should be able to look at your analytics.
Got it. So based on what you did so far, which platform you got more response or more better results?
I would say Instagram is still powerful platforms with the younger generation. Overall, I think Facebook, depending on the age group, with the older generation, Facebook might be better. And Facebook is still the biggest social media platform to this day. Even though there are newer platforms that are coming out like TikTok, Facebook is the largest platform. It has the most users. So
Yeah, got it. So did you also supported our clients in paid Facebook ads or paid ads?
I've had a little bit experience with that, but I mostly focus on organic just because a lot of the people that we work with, they're solo entrepreneurs. They're still early on in their career. I wouldn't suggest someone do paid advertising unless you know your target audience very well, because sometimes you can end up spending money on ads and you don't get the results that you want. So before you spend money, I definitely recommend organic and knowing who your target audience is first.
Got it. That's a good idea, good strategy.
Yeah.
So now you build the community, and what are the strategies you guys implemented to converting those community into like your clients? Can you share me some strategies or some, best practices around that?
Well, sometimes the strategies change. It always changes because the features on social media are always changing. So right now with Instagram, I would say like when you're using Reels, including the topics, like they have a section inside of Reels where you can select topics. And that's really good because it will most likely recommend that Reel to people that are already watching that specific topic. Just for example, if you put a topic about destination, well, for me in Florida, Florida is very a destination type place. A lot of people come here for vacation. So if I'm doing a reel and it's in Florida, I'll most likely put that as a topic. So that way people who are interested in Florida or vacation in Florida, they're most likely to get that. Or because there's a lot of people also that buy vacation homes in Florida. So that would be a good topic to use.
Got it. So any other forms of or video content or anything that helping your clients getting more leads?
And when it comes to video, of course, just making sure it's visually pleasing, having a hook always help. Maybe you want to start off with a question, a common question that a lot of people ask you. That's very helpful. Yeah, so when it comes to video, I'll just say using the hook. And if you can have like maybe a message and a call to action, sometimes if you have a call to action at the end of the video, so that way people know how to contact you if they're interested in you becoming their realtor.
So what are the ways we can master the social media? Would you share on that? Would you elaborate on that?
Right, mastering social media. It does take time. Sometimes people get frustrated because they're not getting results that they want, but it does take time, and you do have to fine tune your content because in the beginning you're gonna have to test out a lot of different content just to see what people are most interested in. So be consistent, test out different type of content. If you, I know some people are afraid to show their face, but definitely if you can show your face and you can just have conversations with people, then you definitely can use that to help you to grow.
Got it. Thank you. So
Yeah.
would you share any of your best experience so far?
My best experience, I would say definitely helping people with open houses. I love going to open houses and filming content because the realtor can show off the house. I don't know if you watch like some YouTube videos where realtors are kind of walking you through the house, showing you the house. And I like that because they can really show off their personality. Some realtors are very bubbly, outgoing. Some realtors, they're very informative and they know a lot about the industry. So showing off your personality, you'll align with the right people that want to work with you.
Got it. Thank you. So would you also share any challenging experience?
Challenging experience, I would definitely say when it comes to social media, it could be very challenging because sometimes you may not be getting the results that you want. So a lot of times with social media, I do have to educate clients and let them know like it does take time. If you have like 3,000 followers, you're not going to go from 3,000 to 300,000 in a month. It does take time. So just helping them to realize like social media is a part of your marketing strategy. It's not your entire marketing strategy. So if you have social media in place, if you're doing email marketing, if you're doing other stuff, it definitely could help because it helps people know, oh, okay, I seen their social media posts and now I'm seeing their email marketing. So it kind of makes people trust you more when they see you a lot.
Got it. Thank you. So what do you see like social media next 12 to 18 months? What kind of changes we can see?
In the next 2 to 3 months, I definitely still see videos being a big thing. I know with Instagram, they have channels now. So there's different groups that people could be a part of. And I definitely just see it more being community based. And I see that with social media, they're going more in the direction of kind of like a search engine. So kind of like Google, like you can go into Google and you could type what you want to look at. With Instagram, I noticed that too, like you don't always have to look for in a specific account or hashtag. Sometimes you could just type up words and certain things will pop up. So I definitely see it more of being a search engine and just being community based.
Got it. Let's shift towards personal side. Any personal habits that are helping you to be successful?
Personal habits, I would say reading. A lot of the times it can be easy to get caught up with just looking at a screen, but sometimes reading helped me to stay informed, helped me to create better content when I read about a lot of different things. Also, just going outside, going to the park, being out in nature. Sometimes that helps me to be creative and not get overwhelmed with the workday. So going outside and just reading a lot helps me.
Any books that impacted your life?
I love John Maxwell books. His books has always impacted me as far as like building relationships with people. Sometimes I can be an introvert. And so reading his book about leadership and building relationship has definitely helped me when it comes to dealing with clients or dealing with my partner, because our personalities are a little bit different. So I constantly want to learn about how to build a better relationship with the people that I work with. Also my family and my friends, I want to build better relationships with them as well.
Awesome. Thank you. And how can listeners can connect with you, Manisha?
Definitely on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, and I'm also on LinkedIn as well. So you can connect with me there. Yeah, you can always message me. I'll message back. So yeah, definitely there on social media.
Awesome. And thank you very much, Manisha. Thank you for sharing your expertise on, content creation or digital marketing. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Sure.